Trauma is a term that's often thrown around, but its effects are far-reaching and profound. It's a silent struggle that millions of people face every day, and yet, it's often misunderstood. Trauma can come in many forms: physical, emotional, psychological, and its impact on our mental health cannot be overstated. This video, we're going to explore just how trauma affects our brains and what that means for our well-being. Understanding trauma's effects on the brain is tricky because there's a lot of misinformation out there. Some people think that trauma is just something you can snap out of, or that it's only experienced by certain types of people. But the truth is, trauma can affect anyone, regardless of their background or circumstances. It's not just about being tough or resilient. Trauma is a complex issue that requires a deep understanding of the brain and its functions. Misconceptions can make it harder for people to seek help. The challenge is that trauma can be invisible, making it hard for others to understand what you're going through. You might look fine on the outside, but on the inside, your brain is struggling to cope. It's not just about getting over it or moving on. Trauma can leave lasting scars, and it's essential to acknowledge that. By understanding how trauma affects the brain, we can start to break down those misconceptions. The more we learn about trauma, the more we realize just how complex it is. It's not just a mental health issue, it's a brain health issue. When we experience trauma, it can alter the structure and function of our brain, leading to changes in our emotions, behaviors, and cognition. So, what do we know about trauma's impact on the brain? When trauma occurs, it can affect key brain regions like the amygdala and hippocampus. The amygdala is responsible for processing emotions, and when it's altered, it can lead to increased anxiety and fear responses. The hippocampus, on the other hand, plays a critical role in memory formation, and trauma can impact its function, making it harder to process and recall memories. These changes can have a profound impact on our emotional and cognitive abilities. For example, you might find yourself overreacting to situations or struggling to concentrate. The consequences of trauma can be far-reaching, affecting not just our mental health but also our relationships and daily life. It's not just about feeling anxious or depressed. It's about how trauma can rewire our brain, making it harder to cope with everyday situations. By understanding these changes, we can start to develop more effective strategies for healing. One powerful example that illustrates the impact of trauma is the story of a woman who experienced childhood trauma. Her brain had adapted to the trauma by becoming hypervigilant, always on the lookout for potential threats. But this came at a cost. She struggled with anxiety and insomnia and found it hard to form close relationships. Her story is just one example, but it highlights the profound impact of trauma on an individual's brain and life. Her journey to healing was not easy, but it's a testament to the brain's ability to adapt and change. With the right support and strategies, she was able to rewire her brain, reducing her anxiety and improving her relationships. It's a powerful reminder that there is hope for healing, and that by understanding trauma's impact on the brain, we can take the first steps towards recovery. To recap, trauma's impact on the brain is complex and far-reaching. It can affect key brain regions, leading to changes in our emotions, behaviors, and cognition. By understanding these changes, we can start to develop more effective strategies for healing. If you've been impacted by trauma, I want to hear from you. Share your story in the comments below, and let's start a conversation about how we can support each other. If you're looking for more resources on coping with trauma, check out my next video on strategies for healing.